Hi, I'm Liz Holpin from Pinhole Quilting, and today we're going to be talking to one of our lovely Longarm customers. The idea of the videos like this is basically to find out more about how our quilters are using the Longarm machines. And our Handi Quilter machines come in various sizes and shapes, and the aspirations of our quilters vary. So I want to give some insight as to how the machines are being used. So today we're meeting Cherry McDaniel. Hi, Cherry.
Hi.
So Cherry, I thought we'd start with perhaps talking a little bit about your background in quilting and how you first got into making quilts.
Well, it was a bit of an unusual process, probably, because I started off by doing free motion embroidery, which is quite similar but not the same.
Yes.
And a few years ago, I had a business in free motion embroidery, making cushions for people, actually. And from that, I found out about a job and started Longarm quilting, and transferred those skills over to that.
So when you were doing the free motion embroidery, you were using like a domestic sewing machine to do that?
Yeah, just a standard. I've got a lovely old Bernina underneath my Longarm here.
Yeah.
And I was gifted that years and years ago. I started using it at university. Was taught by my textiles teacher there how to free motion embroider, and just gave it a go, and then realised that there wasn't many people doing that kind of thing. I just thought it was quite a normal thing.
So what was normal to you is because you were studying at college, you were doing
studying interior design. There was textiles as part of that course. I was gifted a machine. I loved sewing since I was a kid. And then that was how I got into that. And I love drawing, so I decided to use the sewing machine as a way to draw, I suppose.
It's very much an extension of that sort of ability to draw, isn't it? When you're doing free motion work, and we'll have a look in a bit when we look at the sit down that you've got. So you've got two Handi Quilter machines here, and one of them is a sit down. But we'll be talking a little bit about the Infinity that you've had for a few years as well. So
again, similar skills to the free motion embroidery. That's the aspect I really like about it, is that I can guide my machine like a pencil on paper.
Yes.
And the work I really like doing is free motion, kind of different patterns in different areas of the quilt. But I also can do edge-to-edge patterns with this as well. And both I really love. I love the hands-on feel. And while, I love the computers too, I think that it's nice to have, it's very tactile and it feels great to be drawing out yourself. I love that side of it.
So you learned to do the long arming work, and then you decided to get a long arm of your own.
I did.
So tell us a little bit about the process for that and your decision to go that route.
Similar for a lot of people, really. I think that lockdown made a lot of people change how they were working. And my partner works from home. I really liked that idea too. And that was it really. I think that, probably shouldn't say this, but I love listening to audiobooks and podcasts and things like that. And it's something, it's a bit harder to do when you're in a traditional workspace. I like being more involved with my clients, and they sort of become friends as well. So I think having your own space for that is really, really lovely. And it just decided that was the thing to do. Take it to that.
So you started off when we first installed your Infinity, which I think is it 3 or 4 years ago?
I think it was 2020.
Was it 2020? Yeah. Okay. Just shows you how fast time flies.
Yeah, it was.
COVID kind of got in the way.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's right.
So I was taking customer quilts, but I also wanted to make my own pieces. That was really important. And kind of go more down an artistic route. And of course, when you are working for other people as well, that stuff kind of takes back seat. So trying to balance those two things. But I do really enjoy working with people. And I think, as we've talked about today, that I think it's really nice to have input from other people and all share your ideas and inspire each other. So I have, while I've taken breaks from taking in customer work, I always go back to it because it's just lovely. It's just a lovely craft.
Yes.
I really enjoy that. And they make things like this.
Yes. So
that I would never think in a million years to do, but it's just they're just wonderful. Every piece is beautiful and different, and I always have a great time talking with my customers about things
how
that
to
they're
quilt
doing
it.
and how.
Well, so this quilt, it's a very interesting. I mean, the fabrics. I love this kind of eclectic selection of fabrics. And the lady whose quilt this is, she's been a customer of yours previously.
Yeah.
And you're going to do what kind of quilting?
Well, we went back and forth on it because she has based this on a piece that was. It had cross hatching and a lot of custom work, and cross hatching, as you're probably aware, is quite labour intensive.
Quite labour intensive, and not so easy for alignment and things.
Yeah,
so you've got to be really on literally on point.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Be able to do this,
especially in a plane. As well, it can be
hiding.
So we went back and forth on it, and as it's so huge,
it is. It's a big quilt.
I thought it would take quite some time.
Yeah.
So she's actually gone for a Baptist fan, which is I think going to be really lovely.
That's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. She showed me some examples of exactly the same with the orange, and there was one that was custom and one that was and to be honest with you, they're both
beautiful.
It's going to look great.
Yes, yes, exactly.
And I think the plan is that she'll make a slightly smaller one, and then I will get to custom quilt that as well.
Nice.
So, this is lovely. It's really nice.
But I mean, Baptist fan is a fantastic design because it looks brilliant on vintage, traditional, contemporary design. You know, it just does what you need it to do. It'll always fill the wadding and give texture.
I mean, this is quite a traditional quilt, really. It just has very modern, contemporary fabrics.
It does.
Well, apart from
some of it's
just in plates, it's the orange just brings it right up. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. But I think the Baptist fan's going to look. It's not when choosing a quilting pattern as well. I think that it's important it doesn't take away from anything that she's done. And although we are going to be using a bright orange thread, I think it should sit quite nicely with it all, and just bring it all to life a bit. It's going to. I mean, not that it needs it. It's very to life already.
It is. But talking about bringing it to life, I mean, that's one of the joys, isn't it, of quilting for somebody else, is taking what is just pieces of fabric just stitched together, and it just becomes something else when you finish quilting it.
It's beautiful. The texture, it's just, again, very like tactile, which is what I love. They're already amazing, but once the quilting's on, again, it's that collaboration of two different skills, actually, but that just comes together so beautifully.
Absolutely.
Love it.
No, that's really good. So you're going to be doing the Baptist fan. I mean, you can do edge-to-edge pantographs for various different designs for people, as well as your custom quilting that you love to do too. So, I mean, and tell us about your decision to go with the infinity.
Well, probably because I am quite tall. That did come into it, I think.
Yes.
And just having the amount of throat space that there is. I had worked on gamble machines previously, and again they've got a huge throat space, but it's just brilliant. It's there's a lot of space there to work in.
That's right.
And again, being tall, I think that does come into it because, as we were saying, it can be quite tough on you to be guiding these machines.
It's kind of a physical process, isn't it?
So it's quite important, I think, that I had to really think about that. I think that that was a part of it. But she's just sturdy. She is a she.
Does she have a name? I didn't ask you that.
This is quite...
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked you that, right?
It's Quilty because of the whole... I don't know if you remember the whole, those kids naming... It was the boat, I think.
Boaty McBoatface. This is the Quilty McQuiltface.
It's exactly that.
This is the quilt face that you're working on.
Yep, and that's it.
Yeah.
So,
great.
It's a bit silly, but... That's
great.
Fine, like that.
We have to find our own names, So
and it just works, and it's beautiful, and I absolutely adore it.
Brilliant.
But again, having the big space to because I when I'm doing custom quilting, I kind of plot it all out first, and I see people do that before they load the quilt on. Quite like to sit here myself and do it as it's on. So yeah, I think that is why I went for the infinity.
Yeah, I think you're right. On this, which is the gallery frame, we've got a huge amount of space. We can see what we've quilted before. We can see what we're going on to. It just gives us a lot of depth to see at one time. So no, that's brilliant.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the fact that you can lift the rollers as well and see everything underneath. Yeah, it just,
there's some nice features.
It is really nice features, and the others are great as well. But that just at the time certainly it was the right decision to make, I think.
In terms of inspiration for quilting, who would you say are the quilters that most inspire you? Do you have any particular favourites?
Yeah, I think if we're talking about patchworkers, it's probably going to be, and fabric designers, it'd be Chula Pink.
Yes.
I mean, she's just amazing.
Totally inspiring.
Yeah.
I just watched a video on her new space.
Yeah, I know, me too. I know. It's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, she's so cool. And she's, you know, tattoos as well. She's really cool. And again, I think that I like that she's not too serious, but she's clearly super talented. She uses animals, love nature, all of those things. She's just, right up my street. She's brilliant.
I love that.
But in terms of actual quilters, it probably is Bethan Nemish. Yeah,
yes.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a couple of others. Carly Porter.
Oh yes, Carly.
She's amazing. All the graffiti.
Yeah, love that.
Just kind of I like that modern, colourful, you know, just a bit different, fun, silly and fun.
Yeah, it's got to be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. We had Carly come over in 2015, so we were very lucky to have her come over and do a talk.
Really inspiring. Yeah, she's great.
We'd love it to see her over here again.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move over to the sit down now, and I'm just going to show you exactly how tall Cherry is, because I'm going to get off the stool.
This is my life, honestly. I'm not feeling like everybody's parent.
Okay, so we're going to get the sit down. And, we're the same height when we're sitting down.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know. I was going to sit on the table, maybe.
So it's brilliant. Tell us about what we got here. I think we're going to have to hold this up and show.
This is my cat Nala.
Yeah. There we go.
So, as I've said, I have four. We have 4 cats. They're also quite an inspiration.
Yes.
And I mean, as I say, free motion embroidery was how I started, and I got the Sweet 16 because it can just handle this kind of thing.
This
really,
is very
really well.
dense stitching.
Very, very dense. I think I can't remember. I did count because I did check the amount of stitches. It must be about 80 to 100,000 on Nala's. A lot.
Wow.
Because I go over it and again, and I really do put it through its paces. But I like using the machine sewing as a shading. You know, people call it thread painting, don't they, as well? And that's I think it's brilliant. So that's what I got the Sweet 16 for. I wish I had more time to use her more.
Yes, I mean something like this. It is literally just painting, isn't it? With thread.
Yeah.
And you're choosing your threads based on. This was based on a photograph you had.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Nala is quite photogenic, as you see. She's just got great expression. So
great.
And I thought, and it was not long after I picked up the machine, I thought I've got to really try and put it through its paces.
Yeah.
And
you definitely did that.
Definitely did.
And this is the Moomin house.
Yes, yeah.
So
this will be a part of a quilt at some point as well. As you probably know, you're doing about 15,000 projects at the same time.
Yes. I do know that
feeling.
They
take forever to get finished.
Yes.
So this will go into, and I think it's just, again, doing things that I like, because things that I enjoy, because otherwise I find it hard to. I end up doing things like this because I really like the Moomins. I like their whole ethos and things like that. Right. But it's quite hard for me to get to my own things when I'm working for other people. Yeah. I have to have something that gets me into it. and it quite often is either my cats or something that
Yeah.
I enjoy in media.
It's having something, a project that actually you really want to work on at that point in time,
wait
and
to
something
get
small
back
enough
to
that
it.
that you could, that's doable too.
And they're ongoing things, and they've been going on for a while. I mean, but it is what it is.
Yes. But you've got some
Something else
quilts
comes
in
along.
at Festival Quilts.
Yep.
So we look forward to seeing those hanging
Yep.
up there, because we're going to be at Festival Quilts
We are.
on the Handi Quilter stand.
Yeah.
So Cherry will be joining us for the first time in 2025. So we look forward to working with you there.
I'm really looking forward to it too.
Yeah, it should be great. And thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank
showing
you.
us the quilt that you've got here. And yeah, you're quilting for others as
I am.
The name of your business is
It's Cherry Quilts.
Cherry Quilts.
Yeah.
And Cherry does quilt.
I do.
And you're based in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So you can find Cherry online.
Yeah.
And we'll put some links and stuff on our YouTube
you.
video as well.
That'd be lovely. Thank you.
Yeah. No, it's been really inspiring. When you showed us your cat, no, I couldn't believe what you'd done on the Sweet 16. But it just
Thank
shows
you.
what a diverse range of things that we can do on long-arm quilting.
absolutely. Yeah,
So-
they're great machines.
Yeah.
I adore them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're brilliant.
Great.
So thank you.
Thank you.